Hello, I'm Ian from Guidify, and this is just a very quick demonstration video on how to set up a pure athletic orienteering style challenge. We're doing this one at Fernie Alpine Resort, fantastic ski resort in British Columbia, and it's a steep and deep challenge. So first up, I've loaded up an image that screams Fernie, fantastic snow conditions. So basically that will appear in the guide library. Next up, I'm going to set the type of game. This one's set to private, basically because it is a demonstration. It's not for public viewing. So you need the access code 191233 to see what it looks like on the app. I will give that code to you again at the end of this video demonstration. First up, for the configuration, I've set up the times, the time zone, etc. I've also added a tutorial video. Now that plays at the very start of the game and it just explains all the rules. There's also a feedback section. You can ask any question you want. In this one I've put in the sample question, what is your age group? And it's designed so athletes can put themselves into different categories. So good to see that there's an over 45s category for the old boys like myself. I've also put in a finishing message here, and it's meet at the XYZ bar. I'm going to change that to Grizz bar for the presentation ceremony at 3 p.m. Don't be late, basically, because we want to finish this event with a bit of fun. So there we go. That's how you configure it. Now I'm going to show you how to create it. I've already set this one up quite substantially. So there's the lift opening release of all these hotspots, and then there's an 11 a.m. release, and I've also included a final release which goes 15 minutes from the end. Slightly different task, this one. So here it's selfie with a beer. This is the hotspot where it's at, right outside the pub, and it's get to the pub and take a selfie with a beer. I've uploaded this little encouraging support image, and I've assigned the number of points available. So that's how you finish it. But to start with, I'm going to show you how to add a GPS hotspot. So I'm going to add a task and open that one up. I'm going to give it a name. Now I'm going to target a run called Steep and Deep. Oops, better spell it right. And drop a pin on that one. Now this map at the moment isn't that great for a remote area with not many roads, so I'm going to change it up. I'm going to expand it. I'm going to hit the satellite view and find my run, which is out towards the Hallback T-bar up here. So I'm going to position that steep and deep run here pretty much in the center of my screen, and then minimize that. Probably need to expand that a little bit more and drop my pin. There we go. Now, because there's a fair bit of territory out here, it's like loose glades, I'm actually going to increase the range of this, the activation range of this GPS hotspot. I'm going to turn it to 70 meters. See what that looks like. Yeah, that's looking all right. So people skiing that area, I might even do a bit more. I've gone to 94 meters. Let's go to 110 meter hotspot diameter and drop it down. 136. Yeah. Now that will basically pick up all the skiers in that area. I'm going to call it a pass through, and it's a GPS trigger. So there we go. No instructions are needed, but they're going to score 1 point if they go through there. Now, I'm going to put that one into the lift opening section, and I'm going to add one more. I'm going to hit Wally's Follies. I like the name of that run. So I'm going to do it slightly differently. Now, I have saved a pass-through template in my task library, and I'm going to just add that. So that makes things easier, much quicker to set things up. Now I'm going to just got to rename it, Wally's Follies. Now this is a bit of a tighter run, so I'll pin it. There we go. Still, if somebody maybe took a wide line, they may not trigger that one. So I'm just going to increase the range to about 55. And they're not overlapping, so they're going to score a point for going through steep and deep and another point for going through Wally's Folly, and before they get back onto the haulback T-bar. The points are already set, you just don't need to add a bunch of other things. And I'm going to assign that one to the lift opening, so that'll be available from the very start. Again, the 11 a.m. release is open at 11 a.m. and then the final one get to the presentation ceremony. So it's actually pretty easy. The last thing I need to do is just publish that. There we go. So if you guys want to check out this game, you can download the app. 191233 is the privacy code. And then you'll open up the game. You'll see the instructional video at the start. Then you can just imagine yourself being in Fernie, ticking off these hotspots. And as you pass through, you get an audio ping to signify that you've actually gone through the hotspot and your tally is increasing. So that's how it's done. It can be done for bike orienteering, foot races. We've even done these for sailing. So you set up virtual buoys out in the middle of the ocean and teams sail around them and increase their points. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, hit me up at admin@guidifyit.com. Thanks, guys.